Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Hey guys, welcome to Special Zone. My name is Peter Celestine Bahemana. It's an honor to have this lady in the house today. She just made a call. We were just having a normal conversation. And I said, can't you come and pay a visit? She said, are you serious? And I said, yes, I'll come and pay a visit. And to me, it was some kind of a shock. I was so excited to welcome her. And today, luckily, we had a moment. She's called Mariam Ndabagenga. Take the point of that note, Ndabagenga. I met her so many years ago. Through this conversation, we get to understand much about her. And we believe through her, there are so many things that you can learn. Mariam, you're so welcome to Special Zone.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you. I like the way you smile, and the family like it as well. The families, the religions have so many names that can give to a child. Why Mariam? Just to start with.
Oh, wow. We are going there, huh?
That's the way.
So, Mariam was a name I was given because of my grandmother on my father's side. She was named Marion.
Marion.
Yes, an Italian name, because she was also a Christian in faith.
Okay.
But my dad's family converted to Islam.
Okay.
So Marion was transformed into Mariam.
All right.
So for those who know me, they know sometimes I use both actually, Mariam, Marion, because sometimes I just want to celebrate her. That's how the name Mariam came in.
Okay. Mariam, Marion.
Yes.
Now, who exactly is Mariam Marion?
Mariam Marion Ndabagenga.
Exactly.
Is a firstborn.
Okay.
A very resilient lady.
Resilient, I'll take that.
Born a leader naturally, I think, and I think it comes from being a firstborn and being around for some ages. You don't ask a lady her age.
Yeah.
A mother of two now.
Yes.
A wife, a sister to many, a friend to very many, a daughter, and so much more.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like so much more. So, do you remember how we met first place?
Actually, I don't. I just know it was at
you
university.
You can be serious?
I just remember it was at the University of Dar es Salaam.
Okay.
I know we met, there was a basketball match that something happened there. I don't know if it was that one or we met at a discussion somewhere. I'm trying to remember exactly where.
I still remember to date. I can remind you.
Okay.
Definitely. How can I forget that?
How did we meet?
It was in the seminar room. I was doing a presentation.
Yes.
It was history.
Yes.
And I even remember the question was about old, if not first century mercantilism. So you were listening in the part of the audience. I was doing a presentation. The only thing that is still lingers in my mind to date was the way you responded to my presentation. Actually, I was doing it and you were reading a book. As if you're not paying attention.
I'm guilty of that.
And definitely after doing a presentation, when we actually had a room for questions, you raised the hand immediately. And I was like, she was not listening. How can she ask? So you asked a question. I don't remember exactly, but I responded it, quoting a book that I still have it at my home. It was relating to great cities of Mesopotamia and cities of Euphrates and Tigris, the Iran and Iraq of today.
Yes.
You still remember that?
I remember.
So from there, I said, okay, this is so special.
Now I remember. Yeah.
Yes, I remember it was 2006 when we were in first year.
Yes.
So when I went out, we met, we had a chat, and I came to realize that you're my sister because you're coming from the same region.
Yes.
And I knew that you are the one because reading and leadership are sincere part of. That's how we met. So basketball and other stuff were the second.
That came after.
Yes, it came after.
Now that the moment you said about the book, the reference that you made during the answering that question, now is when I remember exactly.
I still remember it today. So now gives me the understanding that you were a leader naturally, because I've seen you growing into that. You like reading books since then. I remember I used to see you every time you find your own time, you read book. People are doing some other things. You used to go to the front of the library, sit there, cross your legs, and read alone. And you preferred mostly reading novels. Do you still doing the same?
I do. I read a lot. I read anything that I find myself around.
Okay.
So I read books about histories, I read books about biographies of different people, I read novels. I'm guilty of what I did during your presentation.
That was great, because I learned something of
Since
it.
back then when I was in O-level, some of my teachers were complaining the same thing, because I easily get bored with repetitions.
Yeah.
So when a teacher is talking about, maybe it's a physics class and they're repeating something that I knew already, or they already taught about, or someone asked the question, I just pick up a book and start reading to get myself out of there. I think also my imaginations, I just love to imagine what I'm reading about. So I still do. I still read, and I'm glad that I've impacted my children as well.
Definitely. I like that.
They also love reading books, but for them it's mostly stories for now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I still do. I still do.
Don't stop. So by then, Mariam was about history and archaeology.
Yes.
But I was shocked to see you transform into the other world. I've grown seeing you into the different world that I did not expect. Sometimes you transformed yourself, probably from being Mariam to Miss Popular. Can you tell us a bit about Miss Popular?
So when I was at uni, I think I did history and archaeology as a course just because that was the selection I was given.
All right.
And I actually written multiple letters to the administration asking to change.
Okay.
But they said, okay, the course you want to change into, it's already full. So I was like, you know what, let me just finish this degree and then I'll do my master's of what I want to do.
Yeah.
And during uni is when now I also found out that I'm very passionate about marketing and public relations.
Yes, I know.
So I started doing a lot of volunteering with ISEC.
Yeah, I remember. I know.
And that connected me with different people, exposed me to a lot of corporate companies at that age when I was still at uni.
Yeah.
So that became easily for me to transit from history and archaeology to marketing and public relations, which is what I loved. And doing that, and also loving fashion, like, you know, the blogging era started.
Okay.
When the blogging era started, and here I was like, why don't I just write something? So use a blog to write about fashion and capture the attention of people through talking about the celebrities and how they dress.
That's right. Yes, I remember that.
So that's how I started with the Missie Popular blog.
Yes.
And the Missie Popular was just like, because it is not a Miss, M-I-S-S, it is M-I-S-S-I-E, Missie.
Missie.
Which is a Dutch word for mission. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So instead of saying popular mission, I was like, okay, Missie Popular. So people will connect it with me because I'm a lady and I also
That's
love
how
fashion.
I used to connect.
But it was mostly it's a popular mission to change how people dress and create that awareness of, you know what, fashion matters, how you look matters, how you look presents you to other people. So that's how the blog came in, and I was writing about it. It became very popular, and then Instagram came and it died.
Family, these are the things that you will learn from people, and sometimes we see them outside. If we don't find the time to deeply know them, we may fail because you might see them in a different picture. I personally had a different personality, a different understanding, a different focus on what she does. And now she's here for the real of what she is. In a real sense, she was the one who made me join ISEC. I was not one of those, active members, but she inspired me because she became the first president, if I'm not mistaken, of ISEC in Tanzania. Please correct me wrong.
No, wasn't the first president of ISEC of Tanzania, but I think I joined ISEC like in June or April.
Okay.
And then in June, I became president of ISEC University of Dar es Salaam.
Yeah.
So it was very quick. It was a very quick transition from a new member to a leadership position. And I think I did a lot because I connected ISEC with other student organizations like UNA and Daruso. And that helped for people to see ISEC at a different angle, because most people are like, ISEC members are just, you know, those rich kids who just walk around with earphones and laptop bags and stuff. So I made a little bit of a shift that made people remember, oh, there was a president called Mariam.
That is the leadership. Now, coming to leadership, you have been a leader before you know it. Probably, yes, because you grew through it. I saw you leading ISEC with passion, and you created something that people will always remember. The other presidents and alumni came and followed your path. So what happened when you joined the industry now? You started in national housing, if not mistaken. So what happened when you as Mariam joined the workplace? As far as workplace is concerned, and your passion of being a blogger, writing about, you know, stuff relating to fashion, what really happened when you're working?
It was an interesting journey actually from national housing, because first it was my first job, first serious job, because I was volunteering in different other organizations before, so it was my first real employment. And here you are joining an organization that has almost 600 people, and I was the youngest when I joined. And I was so small.
And still you are?
I was so small.
Okay.
And because I loved fashion, and here I am, you know, this petite girl going around and having that passion as an ISEC and that leadership with me, I just wanted to push things to move. And remember that you're talking about an organization that is government.
Yeah.
People take their time to move things. So it was interesting. Some were like, hey, young lady, just chill. Others were like, I love that. Can we
so
also, can we also match that speed? And I was very grateful that I joined a time when there were changes happening within national housing. So the new management came on board under Mchechu.
Okay.
And it was more of the pace that I was going with is what he wanted. So it was very meaningful because I learned a lot.
Okay.
I grew a lot.
Okay.
I was given so many responsibilities that sometimes it was like, wait, I'm just a marketing officer, but here I am managing marketing agency that is like paid $1 billion or something. So it was a very, very good experience that led me to what I am right now, because I got mentors, I got coaches, I got a boss that was very thorough.
Okay, very interesting.
Like he could make you cry, and then after you finish crying, you're like, damn, I needed that.
I needed that. So I needed that.
Exactly.
I needed to cry. So you're enjoying doing that.
I enjoyed doing that, and because it's not private sector, so it wasn't really that occupied. So I had ample time to do my Missie popular thing. So during the day, I was Mariam working for national housing, and during the night, if it's from Thursday up to Sunday, every big event, you will find me there, taking pictures, doing interviews, writing for the blog, and sharing.
And that connected you to great people in this country.
It did.
Fashion and designers.
It did. It connected me with fashion and designers, with marketing directors of different companies that wanted PR. Because it reached a point I was doing beyond now fashion. It was that Kili Music Awards is happening. We want bloggers who can write about the event, who can follow the event, who can write about the winners and all that, the fashion that is happening on the red carpet. So, and then it came into, we are doing this, we are introducing a new campaign. We want people who can push it so that others can join. For example, the Michepuko Siondili, Bakinjaku with PSI. So we're like, Mariam, can you do this? I'm like, yeah, I'm on board. What do you need? We need the whole social media campaign happening.
Yeah.
So things like that came about after I started the blog.
Okay, and it's the same blog that got you into Swahili fashion, if I'm not mistaken?
Yes, it got me into Swahili Fashion Week, and I got Award of the Year for twice. Yeah, 2012, 2014 as well. And it got me into a lot of different places, actually. I traveled a lot because of that as well. Yeah.
Interesting. Now into fashion and doing great. Are you a soccer fan?
Yes.
What team do you like?
Where now? Bongo or Nje?
Let's start with Bongo.
I'm a younger fan. Younger fan.
Die hard. So I have something for you. I had read, I believe in Simba. This is Lion, because I believe in Simba.
You're good in so many things. Why would you go to Simba?
I don't like a team. I like a name, I like a brand because I like an animal.
Oh, okay.
To me, I connect with lion and bird. I have my reasons.
Okay.
The bird that I connect with is eagle.
Okay.
The animal that I connect with is lion. So I came into soccer. I don't know anything about soccer, but I like the name Simba because of lion.
Because of the lion.
So I know you are a younger fan, but I just wanted to give you a test. We normally have drinks to some other guests, but I thought of giving you at least an apple because you're a lady, but an apple that relates with your experience, relate with your passion, relate with things that you love. And because you like younger now, there's a yellow knife there. And which apple are you going to pick and cut and eat while doing our conversation?
Well, I'm not going to cut a green apple.
Why?
Because I don't want to cut my team. I don't want to cut. Yeah, that is me.
All right.
So if you tell me to take,
just cut me.
I'll just do this. Because I wish you guys could die. Simba could go to hell.
On the same note, you died yesterday night.
We didn't die.
Okay.
We survived.
You survived.
We survived. We showed
that.
the world what younger can do. We showed the world what younger is made of. We showed the world what to expect in 2024, 2023, 2024.
Looking forward for that. I'm not into soccer, so I expect that the family might learn out of it, and we are going to keep your word because I'm going to revise this and see where we're going. But congratulations, Watani. It was great stage, getting to that level.
Definitely.
To me, I don't believe in losing. I believe in winning. It's just a matter of time. So if you have not made it now, there's something you learned out of it. And if you learned something out of it, you're going to do it better next year. So Karibu Apple, and feel great to enjoy it while doing this conversation.
Yes, please.
Now, as we continue sharing experience, family, this is how we do, meeting great people like Miss Popular and learn so many things. If you're a younger fan, just follow her pages and make sure that you learn. And you'll be learning a lot from her. And you subscribe our special channel, because through this you can still have a lot of things to learn. Mariam, now getting out of office now as a mother at home, I know you have a lot of responsibilities. We come to that later. My question is, if you're still reading books, if you're still doing the blogging, and you're still doing what the office wants, how do you balance this? Do you get time to do the things that the office wants and the things that you really want to do for yourself? Do you get time? How do you do it?
I think I've put aside some things now. I've more of decided to spend more time with the family than with my side job.
Okay.
And by side job, let me say side jobs.
Okay, yeah, there are many.
There are many.
All right.
Because here I am employed, so I have the deliverables from my employer. At the same time, I'm a mother. Yeah. I'm a sister. As I said, I'm a firstborn.
So there's a lot of responsibility. Yes.
Lots of that. And I'm a wife.
Yeah.
Lots of responsibilities there as well. So as Missie Popular, as a blog, I have put a pause there.
Yeah.
I don't write much anymore.
Mm.
I'm a bit active on social media, so people will still get to see and read and hear a lot from me through Instagram, Twitter, and a bit of Facebook. But I'm not much more of a blogger currently.
Okay.
And balancing, I don't believe there is balancing. Really, I think it's more of prioritizing.
Okay.
Sometimes you put your priority is a family, because you know this is a time where the kids are young and they really need me. And there are times where you're like, okay, this is a new career, I need to really grow it, so you put more priority there. Or this is a side business that I want to grow and then put people to run it afterwards, so you put priority there. So you just juggle. That way things move.
Yeah.
And I think it just helps when you have a support, very good support behind you.
Yeah.
And for me, I think my family, they're just like everything to me.
Okay.
So I have a very big support from my husband, a huge support from my family, my parents and siblings.
Yeah.
So whenever, because my job also requires me to travel a lot, whenever I have to do that, they're just like, okay, when are you leaving? How many days do you need us? And they just come on board, take care of the family, be there for me until I come back.
Miss Popular, you do a lot. You are a blogger, you are a writer, you write on blogs, you read. I do believe that readers are writers as much as readers are leaders. You are a leader. Are you thinking of writing?
I started.
You started, and what happened?
Imagine I even wrote a novel when I was in high school.
Okay.
I had a 3-choir.
Novel. Sorry.
You remember the 3-choir books?
I still have. I still use it.
I had that one when I was at St. Matthew's High School. And I was writing. And my friends started reading every time I write.
Yeah.
So it became like every time I write 2 pages, people come and take it, they go read. It goes around, like I can spend the whole week without that book. It's going around and then it comes back.
Okay.
Proceed. We want to see how this story is going to develop. I write again. They take it again. And then the moment I was almost finishing the last chapter, somebody just left with the 3-choir.
Oh my God.
So I think the story was so good. I want to believe that the story was so good. Somebody just.
Do you know that person? Can you find?
Know. Imagine, until today, I don't know who took that book.
So someone might be writing that thing for you.
It will be good for somebody to finish the story.
Oh my God.
So it can get out there.
So that was high school.
That was in high school.
That was not collapsing. That was, shaking.
Exactly.
Do you still think of doing the same?
I do actually. I think my retirement plan is writing and teaching.
Writing and teaching.
Yes. Writing to be an author, teaching because I just love teaching.
Are you sure that you're going to retire? You won't know about tomorrow. If you can do it right, if you can do it, just do it now. Because the world wants to, our family wants to learn things from you. And it might happen that people are, eagerly waiting to see what you can do. So if you're waiting for that moment, my friend, I don't believe that you have an agreement with God. So,
you have a point there.
Yeah, it's better you start doing it now. Just do it now. A lot of resources around it to give you power and ability and interest. I know you can write because you used to read novels over and over. So you can actually write a very nice novel. Being in the market, you still have a lot of things to write about marketing and how the industry goes. You still have a lot of things to write about. I encourage you, if you really feel it, because it's one of the platforms that can actually reach people. Well, in a very sense, can you mention at least one book that changed you for better? If you still have, if you still remember that, just one book, a great title that has transformed you. The book that said, okay, this is what made me what I am today.
There are 2 actually.
Okay, just give me that.
There is one that I think changed the way I perceived a female being a leader, which helped me to see leadership as something that anyone can do. And this one I think I read when I was in Form 3.
Okay,
which was called A Woman of Substance.
A Woman of Substance.
Yes.
So it's highly recommended.
highly recommended by an author called Patricia Cornwell, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, that's great.
Yes, it's called A Woman of Substance. And I think the last 4 or 5 years, I read another one that shaped me as a leader.
All right.
It's called Ego is the Enemy.
I've never read that. I just see the title and
Please find that book.
should I read that book?
You should read that book.
All right.
It's called Ego is the Enemy. It's written by, what's the name of this guy again?
I just see it on the...
Ryan Holiday, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, I'll go and pick it.
That book got me to look inside me and think of, why do I react the way I react? Why do I make these decisions? Is it because of the betterment of what I want to see, or is it because of the ego and the pride within me?
All right, those are very important questions to ask.
So I think that book, if anyone wants to be a leader in anything, family, personal leadership in terms of politics, whatever, it's a very good book.
I'll take them. I'm going to read them, and I'll definitely tell you, because if they are highly recommended and they transformed you, I believe they can transform anyone.
Yeah.
Family, this is Mario. If you really want to learn, knowing the books, no, those are two highly recommended for you. Just pick them and read. The way they changed her, they can also change you. We are still having much time to do a conversation with her while doing our things. Please keep on following our conversation. Thank you.